Whether or not they need to give us one, they're absolutely not going to give us one.
And their opinion on this, really, they never consulted with us anyway. All they did was $1.5 million campaign on the north side, on the wealthier part of the community, to try to bring a school on the poorer part of the community. And secondly, the chancellor told us categorically that he supported Triple Success Academy. So we're already fighting the weight of the government against us on this issue. It doesn't really matter to us.
What's going to be the timeline for the trial, for the courts?
I believe that it's going to start in April. And in April we start what we consider the judicial process. They can't hear us in the government, then we got to take it to our justice system. So we'll start there. We also have an investigation by the Department of Investigation of New York City to look into the complicity of New York and the city of New York and evil masquerades. So we'll do that as well. And so hopefully those avenues will bring us some success.
And particularly, we hope for a bit of investigation, because there were millions of dollars report for magnet school monies. And as we kept on closing schools that were supposed to be receiving these grants, where's that money going to? So that's a big question that we have. Where are the allocations of these funds? And is that legal under the law?
We're hoping the investigation will follow the law, because this is all about money. So we're going to make sure that the investigation is going to hopefully find the complicity or the collusion between the mayor and the Department of Education and Success Academy.
And one thing we have to look at, I won't be surprised of the big money real estate interests, because this is the last step in gentrification. To control the schools, to get people of color out, everything that looks black, brown, and beige, and here on out, is to move us out of our communities. And unless we're willing to act like them and look like them, then we can't be part of where we are. And I think that's the big issue.
So what do you think about, are you optimistic that the legal action is going to push them out?
Well, I think so. I'm very optimistic. Our community, the Williamsburg community, has had many fights in the courts, and we've been very successful. We don't fight any issue on politics. We fight them on the merits. And if a judge is going to look at this case on the merits, then we believe we can be very successful. But the court is not the only avenue that we're taking. We're making sure that we're going to be in the streets, and we're going to make it as uncomfortable as possible for evil to come into our community, and to make sure that she knows that she's going to constantly have to battle with a community that's been rooted here, and that cultural sensitivity and identity that Los Sures is about and is, that she recognizes that and she respects it. And we will make sure that she respects it.
I'm a little cautiously optimistic, given the fact that the way that the interests work. It's been my experience that courts have also been favoring the powerful in issues like this. So we may have the truth on our side, but we may not have the government, including the judicial process, on our side. So with that, that's being meant that our struggle has to be something that has to be encompassing the fact that we have to make this look unjust to all the citizens of New York City, because this is an injustice that's being created to all. And I think also the decision-making process on who educates our children. Is it going to be a private equity firm, or is it going to be you, me, my neighbors, the parents of children, the people who really have a stake in the education of the children? So this is something that we really need to talk about in our public discourse, which I don't even think our courts really care about.
Thank you very much.